Alright, so not too long ago, I was talking with this guy. Turns out, fellow was gay. We were at a restaurant. I was ordering some food because I was hungry and I needed food. So, turns out the guy was gay. And I don't know how the topic exactly came up, but I asked him, I was like, when did you find out you were gay? And he seemed like he was in his, I don't know, 20s, 30s. And he tells me, well, I figured out when I was in high school. And then I stopped for a thing and I was like, wait. People have the theory that people are born gay or you're born straight. You don't just find out. I'm like, what the hell was he doing for the first 16 years of his life that he didn't know he was gay? Yeah. Sitting in gym class like, ooh, Billy, take it off. And then a couple years later, like, oh, all this time I was gay? I thought I liked girls all my life. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that was an option. Well, I looked at the guy. I mean, I didn't say that, but I wanted to. But just the way he said it, he's just like, yeah, I found out when I was in high school. I'm like, but did you have girlfriends before that, or? I just don't get it. I don't understand how that whole mental gayness and not gayness stuff works. And for those of you out there, this actually might work for you quite nicely. I devised a plan that will work. It only works every so often because just the kind of predicament it's in. But for those of you that ever wanted to make a tosh.o, wanted to make one of those, but did not want your parents or friends or anyone finding out, here's what you do. You make the porno, but put it under like the gay porn section. Yeah. So like if your parents, like say if you have a parent, uncle, grandparent, someone that is an avid porn user and they're straight, they're not going to be looking at gay porn. So they're not going to find your video with your girl, guy. Well, if it is a gay porn, then put it under, well, no, never mind. Just keep it under gay. But put it under the gay porno section. So then, if you're ever with a group of friends and one of them's just like, hey, dude, I was browsing around the internet the other day and I found the porno you made. Be like, yeah, you were looking up gay porn, you fag. And then right there, boom, got him, you win. You know your friend's gay now because he watches gay porn. Like, yeah, so what were you doing under the gay section, huh? Yeah? You're looking up gay? All right, whatever. And then right there, he's just like, nope. And hopefully that'd be around the high school area where the guy's just like, wait a second, I'm 16 and I'm gay? Makes sense now. It makes perfect sense. I am gay. Well, you want to try that? It might work, it might not work. But if it works, let me know. And if it doesn't work, then, well, either way it worked. Because if they don't find it, they don't know you made a porno. And if they do find it, you found out your friend's gay. So there's a twofer. You win either way. So try it. Just remember, I trademarked that. I invented that little idea there. So that's me. That's me right there. That's all me. And I was talking to a friend a while ago, and kind of brought up a pretty good thought here. And I honestly didn't know what to say about this, but then once he dropped it on me, I was like, he's got something here. All right, so here's the scenario. You clone yourself, okay? You clone yourself, and then you have sex with yourself, your clone. But no, yeah, I know, weird. But listen, there's one of 3 or 4 ways this could go. Is that gay rape? Is that like, okay, is that gay if you have sex with yourself? Is that rape if you have sex with yourself? Or is it masturbation? Because in the dictionary, well, I don't know, didn't look up the definition of masturbation, but from what I learned in school and church, masturbation is the stimulating of one's own self. So, if you have sex with yourself, technically, you're masturbating yourself, just differently, I guess. I know, it's weird. But he told me about that, and I was like, you know what? You got something going here. Maybe, people will start cloning themselves and then having sex with themselves. And here's another question that my friend, well, a different friend, but of the same mental capacity of this other friend. Like, both pretty funny guys, but just think of weird shit. He asked me, would you drink with yourself? And I simply replied, no, I would not, because by the end of the night, one of us would get pregnant. So right there, you gotta think about that. Would you drink with yourself? Would you have sex with yourself? I personally, I wouldn't do either. I would not. Even if I was a clone of myself, I would not masturbate my one own self, because that'd be kind of weird and tricky and just silly. But I mean, like the whole drinking thing, I can't see myself drinking with myself. I mean, well, I don't drink, but because I'm not 21, but even if I were 21, I don't think I'd drink with myself. It'd be kind of awkward and weird, and something bad would happen. Something, I would rather not go there. We'll say that for when I'm 21 and I clone myself. Don't think I'm gonna masturbate myself. That's weird. Guy over there on the left. My left, your right, whatever. I got it. Whatever. It's cool. And since we are pretty much already talking about weird and crazy stuff, I've been thinking about this, because you know how guys tend to brag about their poop-a-paloozas. They brag. They're like, dude, I took the biggest crap the other day. It was ginormous. And sometimes guys brag about how they squeeze a lemon once in a while. Yeah, they talk about it. I know. I'm a guy. I've heard these conversations. But what I've wondered is, what do girls have similar like conversations where they brag about something that happened with them or something along those lines? Like, okay, here's one thing that I can think of that a girl would brag about or talk about with other girls that are friends. Their periods. Do you think, guys, this is for us here, do you think that a female would brag about her periods and whatnot? It's like, do you think that she'd be like, Stacy, last week I bled so much. Like, it took like 3 tampons to plug it up. That's how much I bled. Do you think girls talk about that? Because I wonder, because guys, we seem to talk about weird stuff all the time. We brag about poops and this and that and hey, what's up? I just want to know, girls, if you brag about stuff too. Like, I mean, it's alright, it's cool, it happens. Girls will be girls, boys will be boys. We do our stuff, we brag, we talk. So, maybe let us fill us in a little bit. Any girls out there want to fess up? See a lot of you nodding. Okay, fair enough. I'll find out sooner or later. I'll just, ask a girl or 2 or 3 or 4. I'll take a survey. It's fair, I guess. Or I'll just go to a bar and find a couple drunk girls and be like, hey, so, what are you doing in your free time? Brag about periods? Okay, thanks. Talk to you later. Have a nice night. They'll be too drunk to realize what just happened. They just told their life story about periods and whatnots. I'm walking away laughing going, yes, I win. I got them. I know what girls talk about in their free time. Because guys, we know that girls sometimes, when they're in their groups, they walk off, they go to the bathroom they always go to the bathroom in groups. Always. Always. They go to the bathroom in pairs, so maybe that's what they talk about in there. Just like, I bled a lot. And then the other one chimes in with what she had 3 weeks earlier, and then at some point their periods will synchronize, and then they could bleed together and talk about how awesome it is, because that's what girls do. From my statistics that I looked up on the internet. Just kidding. I wouldn't look that up. Or would I? Think about it. But yeah, just girls, I just want to know, do you talk about weird stuff? That's all I want to know. Fair enough? Fair enough. Okay, thanks. Thanks. Thank you.